and welcome back to another wonderful video. Today I wanted to talk about a few things about Ponytown, or things that happen in Ponytown that really get on my nerves. Consider this a list of pet peeves for Ponytown. Now this list is going to be more centered around interactions with people that I have in Ponytown, so it's more of a pet peeve for things that I see other people do and stuff like that. So I really don't want to waste much time, but I do want to mention real quick that I do have some new merch there on my merch store at Teespring. You can follow the link in the description to get some new designs or some old designs, or really anything there on Teespring that you'd like. So feel free to go check that out. It really supports the channel if you get anything. It helps a lot and it makes me feel good. So those are two wonderful things that are just good reasons to do it. So anyway, on to number one. The number one thing that I absolutely despise, and these are not going to be in any particular order, but this is probably the number one thing that I absolutely despise, or not despise, but it gets on my nerves so much. It's like a little pet peeve thing. It just bothers me so much, but that is having the toolbox anywhere in the party house. This is something that I see a lot of people do. This is something that I see a lot of builds, because I do get screenshots every once in a while in DMs and everything, people just sharing their house. I've seen houses on, Amino and Ponytown subreddit, places like that. I've seen these homes, and too often, there is the toolbox, the default toolbox, still in the house. I don't know how many of these are like choices, but regardless if they're a choice or not, I absolutely hate the toolbox in the party house. I see it and I'm always like, oh my god, why is this there? It doesn't fit. It almost never fits, so I don't like it. But I don't know how many people know you can remove it, but you can remove the toolbox by using /remove toolbox, and you can bring it back with /restore toolbox. There's ways to remove the toolbox, but not everyone does. And whenever I see it in a party house, it gets under my nerves just a tiny bit. It's not a big deal, but it bothers me because it feels like, I don't know what it is. It just gets on my nerves. But anyway, number two is anyone or just people in general, just like role playing in public, like just on the main island, just role playing. And usually these role plays aren't really a big deal. Like, you can roleplay all you want, but these roleplays that I'm talking about are a little bit more private, so to speak. So these are things that I would rather you take to the party island and away from everyone, so no one sees that or anything. It's just a small thing, but it really gets on my nerves whenever I see that in the main island. It's just so bizarre. Like, I see this on the 18+ server, which of course it would be the 18+ server, but it's something that, even though it's an 18+ server, please bring that to the party island and just away from the main island, please. So the third thing on this list is people that would approach you, say hi, kind of just say hi and then just walk away when you say hi back. I don't know why these people do this, but I've had so many cases where I will be sitting in my usual spot, someone will come up to me, they will say hi, I'll say hi back. There's like 20 seconds of silence. I'm waiting for them to say something. I'm like, okay, they're going to say something, and then I'll get ready to say something since it's taken so long. And then 20 seconds later, they just walk away. They don't say anything. They just get up and walk away. The same thing applies for when we're mid-conversation and someone just gets up and walks away. That's really annoying. I don't know why people would do that. That's honestly a really rude thing to do. It's like, that's so rude. Why do that? I don't understand. I don't know what goes through people's heads. Maybe there's reasons to do it, I guess. Maybe they're mid-conversation and their friend messages them or something, and they're like, oh, I gotta go. So maybe their friend messages them or whispers to them in Ponytown, and they're like, oh, I need to go. I need to go meet up with that person or something like that. Maybe something like that, I guess. But even then, wouldn't you want to tell the person that you're talking with that you have to leave or that you need to go or something like that? It's just really rude to just up and walk away like that. I don't know. I don't understand. So anyway, on to number 4. Basically, this one is similar-ish in a way, but essentially it's basically people that will approach you. They'll be nice. You'll talk to them. You'll have a good conversation going on. You're like, yeah, this person, whoever this is, they're kind of cool. We sharing some of the same opinions. We're getting some intellectual discussion going on. fun. You know, this is pretty cool. This is interesting. Let's see where this goes. Maybe I just made a really awesome friend. And then they invite you to go to their party house, and you're like, yeah, that would be cool. I'm really interested to see what this person did with their party house, because it's cool to see a party house anyway. I almost always agree to go, but nowadays I'm kind of skeptical on going because, well, basically, this pet peeve is I will go to their island, I will go to their party island and their party house and everything like that, and then suddenly they will change and they will start role-playing and trying to drag you into a role play that you didn't even ask to be in. So this is a really annoying thing that too many people do. Like, way too many people do this. I don't know why people do it, but way too many people do it. Like, why are you going to force people to an RP like that? It doesn't make any sense. This isn't always like just a normal like role play or anything like that. Sometimes it is like the very 18 plus kind of role plays and stuff like that. And it's like, why? No one asked for this. You were being nice. You were being a friend and everything like that. You know, was that RP for you too, or what's going on there? I don't know. I don't know why people do it. It's just a really annoying thing that I've seen a lot of people in Ponytown do, and this is just something that I have to add to the Ponytown pet peeves list. The next thing on the list is number 5, and we're at number 5, of course. The 5th thing on the list is basically people that are like under 14-ish on the 18 plus server doing very 18 plus things, or just, I don't know, it just seems, just being under 18 is okay-ish on the 18 plus server. I mean, it's not a big deal, but if you're like 12 or 10 or something like that, it's probably not a good idea to be on there. For one, you're going to see a lot of this mature content and stuff like that that maybe you shouldn't necessarily be dealing with right now. Maybe this isn't something that you need to, you know, this probably isn't somewhere you need to be. You probably need to be on the other safe server, and it's probably a good idea to, you know, not do these 18 plus things on a 18 plus server when you're well under 18. When I'm talking like 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 10-year-olds, there's like way too many cases where I interact with someone and it turns out they're like 12 years old, and I'm like, why the hell are you on this? Why are you on this server? I don't understand. There's a server for you. There's a server for you, and there's a server for us. This is even worse when you consider the fact that some of these 12-year-olds, these 10-year-olds, or these really young people will come to Ponytown and try to get like a girlfriend or a boyfriend or something like that. A lot of people use Ponytown as a dating website, even though that's kind of not what it was intended to be. I mean, you can successfully, you know, get an online relationship this way, but that's not really what it was meant to be. But there's too many people. There's a lot of people that will do the whole like go there specifically to find a relationship, and that's fine. I'm totally fine with that. But when you're 12, please don't do this. It's not only is it dangerous, it's just not a good idea. And it really gets on my nerves whenever I see this. It's just, I don't understand it. But number 6 here, kind of mostly a bonus one, but this one kind of is something that you would probably expect to be a pet peeve of mine. But basically, it's just these random people that will come up to you, they will hump you, and just keep going. They'll just keep humping you. That they'll start kissing you and everything like that. And it just gets really annoying really fast. I've gotten to the point to where like I will just ignore it for like maybe 30-ish seconds, and then if they continue to do it, I might say something, or I might just straight up just block them and just leave it at that. You know, it gets really annoying to have this happen. I haven't had it happen in a while, but it happens enough to mention that it's a problem and it needs fixing in Ponytown. There's no real way to fix it, I guess, though. So yeah, I digress. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much the list I have here. I want to do another list of things that I dislike about Ponytown in general, like the actual game itself, not necessarily the people that you can interact with. So if you want to see that, please subscribe, because that's the best way to find them. That's the best way to see that content, because it will be on my channel. And yeah, so I'm going to make a list of things that I hate about Ponytown, and then I'm going to make a list of things that I hate about Durgantown. We're going to compare the two, and ultimately we're going to determine which of the two are better, or at least in my opinion, which are the two are better. So stay tuned for that, because that's gonna be fun. I'm planning to do another Durgantown video between this, so stay tuned for that as well. Please remember that I have merch. You can find that in the link in the description right at Teespring. Wonderful merch there. I really love the socks. I don't know what it is about the socks, but I love the socks on Teespring. I don't know what it is, but I love the Teespring socks. Stay tuned for all of that. Stay tuned for some more secret stuff going on. And until next time, please like, subscribe, share, because when you do those wonderful things, you get access to wonderful content such as this. But that's not all you get. That's not all you get. You also get to become wonderful yourself. And I think we all want that. So do those wonderful things. And until next time, stay wonderful.